Hi everybody, welcome to another video for Crazy About Cricut. Thank you for joining me today for my Black Friday blog hop. I just decided to do this kind of at the last minute because I didn't want to sit home thinking about all the bargains I was missing out on, so I thought I'd be blog hopping instead. Okay, so here we go. I made a couple of projects. My first one is a piggy bank, and I'll go ahead and list all the things on my blog, but let me tell you the supplies I used. This is a formula can, but you can use any container that you want. For my container, I used 2 strips of this green paper that were 5 by 12 inches. I used gold stickles, green stickles, and the cartridges I used were the Wild Card and the Smiley cartridges. The Cold Hard Cash phrase right here, that's from the Wild Card cartridge, and that was cut at 3.5 by 8 inches. And I did do some stitching with the black pen, and that's where I used the green stickles, like to highlight it, and it's kind of cool because it's all blingy and stuff. And okay, so that's for the canister, and let me show you the cuts I'm gonna put on it for the cut. Okay, and this paper that I used is the Post-it paper, which is just my absolute favorite to work with because I tend to change my mind a lot when I do things. So I actually cut this out yesterday, but let me go ahead and show you. This is why I love it so much, because I can go ahead and show you what I did. So let me show you the layers that it comes with. I did the shadow layer, which is this pink, and then this green, and that's the layer that goes that I'm putting right here like that. And then the black bow just goes on like that. And I did this yesterday, and I'm able to just pull it up and stick it again, which is just one of my favorites. I didn't get it exactly where I wanted it, so I can go ahead and put it down again. And you can do that as many times until you get it to exactly where you want it. So that works there for me. And actually with this one, okay, so then I went ahead and cut the white, and I added stickles here on the green, and then you do add the black for the mouth. You just stick that on like that. And there's that cut. There is another layer that can go underneath this one, but that's just ones I decided to use. And then I went ahead, and if you can see it, I stitched hair around the edge with my white gel pen, and also around the cheeks. Okay, and then so that's it. Those two layers and those few little pieces, which aren't too tiny. The dollar signs are a little bit tiny, but that's not too bad. And so then I'm just going to go ahead and stick this right on the can like that, and push down. Make sure it's all flat, and there you go. That is the can. And so I just realized I did forget to cut the hole in the lid, so you will need to do that. But that's what you get for filming late at night. But that's the only time I can do it when my kids are asleep. But that's the can like that. I thought that was really cute, and so that you can have like as a family goal, you know, once it's full, you can go out to dinner, or you know, Chuck E. Cheese, or I don't know, whatever your goal would be. And this is the other layer I was saying that went with this cut that I decided not to use. So I went ahead and just added some white stitching, and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up here on top like that, and then you can write what the goal is on here. And then the good thing about this paper is once you reach that goal and you fill up the can, then you can take this off and put another one and write your next goal when, you know, to fill it up again. So there you go. And that's my first project. Okay, and then the next one I have is, set that aside over here, is a little card holder, or gift card holder. This one, I used the wild card cartridge, and that was the only one. And again, I used Post-it paper. And so, this pig, see, so everything, it just peels right off and it'll come right back on. So the piggy I cut at 4 by 12 inches. And the phrase here, happy shopping, I cut at 2.5 by 4 inches. And so I decided to layer that happy shopping there on the piggy. And I did some doodling and some stitching on the pig. And let me go ahead and put that down right there. And here's the card. I used die cuts with the View, the matte pack. I don't know if you can tell, it's glittery. There you go. And this is just some cardstock from my stash that I had. So let me go ahead, make sure you guys can see here. There we go. Okay. And my ATG gun is actually out, which totally bums me out. Once I got really used to using it. Should I get on the edge there? And then put this one, because this one is so loud to me. ATG is super quiet. And doing this late at night, it's not good to be too loud. Okay, so I decided to cut it so that it has a wider mat on the right and the left side, and just a pinch of a mat on the top and bottom. I'm going to go ahead and put that down like that. And I went ahead and used a Creative Memories. It's like the fancy corner punch, I guess. I got it a million years ago. Okay, and so now I'm going to go ahead and put my piggy right there, like that. And then I also have these rhinestones that I got at Michael's in the dollar section, and I always get a bunch of them because they have a bunch in different colors. So I think I'm gonna use the bigger ones. Let's see, the second to last bigger ones. Oops, that's behind there. Okay, and so then I'm just gonna go ahead and probably add a few on each side. Oh, it came off. There you go. Oh, these don't want to stick. You have to peel these off just so, or the glue comes off with it. So, but it's not a big deal. You could just. Okay, let me space these out just a little bit more. I think I'm going to put about 4 of them. So I'll go ahead and put that on there. So I look forward to seeing all of the bargains that everybody comes back with. I know I can count on Michelle scrapping with my bug. She's on this hop with us. She's hopping and shopping, and so I know she's going to come back with some cool stuff that she will hopefully do a video on. And our sponsor for this hop, Sarah Pink Cricket, I'm sure is going to come back with some cool stuff. So we can shop vicariously through our friends. And there is always next year for great bargains. And you know, the way things are now is okay, these aren't cooperating with me. I'm popping off a lot of the glue. But anyway, let's go ahead and just lay these here, because the glue is coming off on these. I guess that's what you get sometimes with dollar section gems. But there you go. That is my happy shopping, and you can stick a dollar bill in here, or you can just leave it like that, and then you can glue a gift card on the inside or whatever you would like. Okay, thanks so much for joining me, and keep going on the hop, and I hope you have a great time today. Thanks, bye.